What is an article in English grammar? Article usage rules. You will get the answer of what is an article in English grammar in the content. If you want to speak or write a sentence using an article, you need to know all article usage rules properly. You will be able to learn all the types of articles easily with enough examples. These examples will help you to understand the topic effectively. The importance of the article in the English language is immense. This important part of speech is used in sentences to indicate the specificity or non-specificity of nouns. So to learn the English language well, you must have a clear idea about articles. If you don't know about an article, you will not be able to write, read, or understand the English language well. So if you want to create a clear idea about an article, then study this discussion carefully today and get a good knowledge about the article. What is an article in English grammar? Article is an adjective, and the function of this adjective is to indicate the specificity or indeterminacy of noun. In the discussion of English grammar, a, and, the are called articles. Different types of articles in English. The article is divided into two parts in English grammar. Namely, indefinite article, definite article. They are discussed in detail. Indefinite article meaning in English grammar. In English, a and an are called indefinite articles. To understand about indefinite articles, you must first understand the word indefinite. So when a noun is used to refer indefinitely, the articles will be called indefinite articles. Articles, a and an, that sit in front of a noun and identify that noun indefinitely are called indefinite articles. Use of indefinite article in English grammar. A and an are mainly used only to refer to a noun indefinitely. To understand the use of a and an in more detail, one must understand the indeterminacy. Suppose you say to a man, I want to write something, so I need a pen. Take this money and get me a pen. So think, if that person takes money from you and goes to the store to bring a pen, have you given any instructions? Did not give. So that person will go to the store and bring any company, any pen, and give it to you, right? That is uncertainty. Where there are no clear instructions. We will know more about definiteness in the discussion of the definite article. Origin of a and an article. Article a and an are derived from one. That is, 1 equals a and 1 equals an. These a and an articles refer to a number. These articles are mainly used to express the meaning such as 1. The use of this article is discussed in detail below. Article usage rules. We will discuss here the use of articles a and an. First, we will learn article usage rules for a below. Rule 01. If the first letter of any English word is consonant, then article a is used before that word. For example, you see a bird. This is a pencil. Give me a stick. I need a pen. I saw a cat in the garden. She wants to buy a car. He is a doctor. There's a book on the table. I need a new phone. He's eating a banana for lunch. I'm looking for a job. Rule 02. Nouns that can be counted are called singular countable nouns. A or an is used before singular countable nouns. Whether a is used, or an is used mainly depends on the number 1 rule. For example, she lives in a flat. She is an excellent teacher. I need an umbrella because it's raining. He is an honorable man. She has an interesting story to tell. I'll have an orange juice, please. He's an MBA graduate. I saw an octopus while snorkeling. She's an extraordinary artist. He's an honest individual. Rule 03. If a singular noun refers to several persons or things of the same kind, the article a or an is used before the singular noun. For example, a man must be honest. Baby needs milk. Rule 04. When the word half is placed after a whole number, a article is used before the word half. For example, 2.5 kilograms. I need a half holiday. You need a half share. Rule 05. A or an is used in all statements that indicate quantity. For example, a lot of, a great many, a great deal of. Rule 6. A or an is also used to express ration, price, speed, etc. For example, Rice sells for 75 taka a kilo. A kilo equals per kilo. The bike runs 125 kilometers an hour. Give the patient this tablet 4 times a day. Rule 07. A or an is used before a singular countable noun in exclamatory sentences. For example, what a clever you are. How beautiful a tower. What a blessing. You are an amazing poet. She has seen an incredible exhibition. This is astonishing. He has an extraordinary discovery. Exceptions to the use of article a and an. Rule 01. When the pronunciation of O is like WA or WA, even if the word starts with a vowel, in that case, article a is used instead of article an. For example, I saw a one-eyed woman. She was a once famous writer. Rule 02. English words start with U or EU, and if their pronunciation is like U or EU, then even if the first letter of the word starts with a vowel, it is necessary to use article a instead of article an. Is, for example, she is a university student. She is a European. The cow is a useful domestic animal. Rule 03. English words start with U or EU, and if they are pronounced like U or, then the article an is used in front of the word. For example, he is an unknown man here. I saw an ugly bird on the tree. Rule 04. If the first letter of the English word is H, and if there is a vowel after that H, if the H is not pronounced, that is, the pronunciation of the vowel is dominant. Even if the word starts with a consonant, article an will be placed instead of article a. For example, she walked for an hour. She is an honest woman. The blind king left an heir. Rule 05. But if the first letter of an English word has H and that H is pronounced, then article a should be used. For example, I have a horse. She is working in a hotel. Rule 06. If the first letter of the abbreviation is a consonant but the pronunciation of that consonant is a vowel sound, then article a cannot be used. In this case article an should be used. For example, he is an MA. My friend is an MBBS. He is an LLB. She is an MP. You are an SP. Rule 06. If the first letter of the abbreviation is a consonant but if the pronunciation of that consonant is not a vowel sound but it is the same as the consonant, then article an cannot be used. In this case article a should be used. For example, he is a BA. She is a BSc. My friend is a B commander. Definite article meaning and examples. In the discussion of English grammar, the is called definite article. To understand about definite article, you must first understand the word definite. So when a noun needs to be specifically indicated and the article used for that, the article will be called definite article. So the article, the, which sits in front of a noun and specifically identifies that noun is called a definite article. Origin of the article. Article the is originally derived from that. That equals the. For example, the man. Use of the definite article in English. Below is a detailed discussion about where the article the is used while writing English sentences. Rule 1. Articles the is used before common nouns to refer to a specific person, object, or animal. For example, yesterday she bought a pen and today she gave the pen to me. In the example above, the first column referred to was unspecified. But the second time the pen is mentioned it is now definite as it has already been purchased. And we know that articles the must be used before any specific noun. Rule 2. There are some objects or collections of objects in the world that are unique. The article is used before the name of any such incomparable or unique object or group of objects. For example, the earth, the sky, the moon. Rule 3. The article is used before the noun when a noun becomes specific due to the use of a phrase or clause. For example, the shirt that I bought was green. The girl in red is very beautiful. I saw the dog without a tail. Rule 4. Article the is used when something becomes specific due to proximity or familiarity. For example, he is in the garden. The doctor came today. Rule 5. Article the is used before ordinal numeral adjective and superlative degree. For example, he is the first boy. Ordinal numeral adjective. She is the best girl in the class. Superlative degree. Rule 6. The article is used before the singular common noun to refer to all objects or subjects of the same type and race. For example, the cow is a very useful domestic animal. All cows. The cat likes to drink milk. All cats. Rule 7. The article can also be used in the plus adjective form. In this case, all persons, not objects, of the same class are understood. The verb used in this English sentence is mainly plural. For example, the rich are not always happy. The poor suffer much in the world. Rule 8. Rivers, seas, islands, mountain ranges, country names, deserts, regions, etc. The article comes before the proper noun. For example, the Atlantic, the Padma River, the Himalayas, the Sahara, the Andamans Islands. Rule 9. If ever noun plus of plus noun a noun is formed like this, then the article is used before it. For example, the Bay of Bengal, the Gulf of Mexico, the Bay of Biscay. Rule 10. Sometimes if adjective plus noun a noun is formed, then the article sits before that noun. For example, the Arabian Ocean, the Caribbean Sea. Rule 11. The article is used in front of the possessive adjective used in the English sentence after the name of any part of the body. Here the article is mainly used instead of a possessive adjective, his, her, my, your, etc. For example, pull him here by the ear. She has a cap on her head. The dog bites her in the leg. Rule 12. Article the is used before the two comparative adjectives when the word as much as is used in this way to create all and if it means proportional increase or decrease. For example, the more women get, the more they want. The sooner, the better. Rule 13. When an English sentence mentions the word to and means to choose between two subjects, the adjective of the first one is preceded by the. For example, Laboni is the more beautiful of the two girls. Monir is the more talented of the two students. Rule 14. If an adjective word is added after the proper noun of the English sentence, then the article should be used before that adjective word. For example, Omar the Great was a noble caliph in Islam. Ivan the Great is a strong ruler. Rule 15. When writing the date of the month, use the article before that date. For example, you will come on the 11th of this month. We will go to market on the 3rd of this month. Rule 16. The proper noun is not usually preceded by the but subjects that are preceded by the are. A religious community or state community, scriptures, names of books with authors' names, movie houses, names of famous places, hotels, newspaper names, steamers, train names, ships, side names. Names of seasons, names of famous historical events, etc. For example, the Quran is a holy book for Muslims. The Sonar Tari of Rabindranath Thakur is one of the most popular poetry. Rule 17. Article the is placed before the common noun to make the common noun an abstract noun. For example, the mother in her rose at the side of the sick child. Check the beast in you. Briefly, what are the types and types of articles? The word that sits in front of a noun in an English sentence expresses the number, definiteness, or indefiniteness of that noun is called article. Article in English usually refers to a, an, the. So we can say that a, an, the are called articles. Article mainly two types: indefinite article and definite article. Among them, indefinite article includes a and an, while definite article includes the. A or an is used to indicate a noun indeterminately and the is used to indicate a noun specifically. Final words for what is an article in English grammar: article usage rules. In the context of the above discussion of how many types and what are the article, we saw that in the English language, the words that sit in front of a noun and express an idea of specificity or uncertainty about it are considered as article. In English a, an, and the are called articles. By carefully studying the above discussion, I believe any reader will get a clear idea about the article. Another thing is that with more practice any lesson becomes easier from difficult. This content may also change with time. So after watching the video, if possible, when you can see the complete content once, then you will know everything. Thank you very much.